Hi guys, and welcome to Daily with Ellie podcast, your daily dose of wisdom. For those of you who are new to the podcast, the purpose of the podcast is for us to learn to be better humans, one day at a time. Every episode we will discover and discuss together a wise quote or intriguing idea that will expand your emotional intelligence and soften your heart. This being said, let's get into it. The quote of today is, "The right thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing. The right thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing." Now, I have chosen this quote because way too often people let their emotions and desires decide their actions, regardless of the fact that they know it is not the right moment for them to go ahead. And to be honest with you, the first situation that came to mind when I read this quote was cheating. The moment when somebody cheats on their partner because what they felt in that moment for another person felt so right. So they fully trust the feeling and completely dismiss the context. And I want to know, what do you think about this? Have you ever tried to justify a mistake that you have made, saying that it felt so right doing that thing? I mean, I wouldn't judge because I definitely did that, and my belief is that all of us have done something similar. Not necessarily the cheating, but the self-deceiving. And I wanted to bring this idea forth in the hope that maybe in the future, in a tempting situation but inappropriate timing, you will hold yourself more responsible for your actions. And if not, you will be ready to pay the price for it without trying to excuse yourself for doing it. Because that is the real mark of maturity. You know, when a man has unprotected sex with a woman and impregnates her, and then he says he's not ready to be a father. And if you challenge him about it, he'll say that the sex was so good, but he's not ready for the outcome. This is a classic example of doing the so-called right thing at the wrong time and having to pay the consequences. And be mindful, because most of the times what you do pulled by desires or passions has repercussions not only upon yourself, but others around you too. And oftentimes is the people that you love the most. Choosing wisely in this type of situations, when you think, fuck it, we only live once, I want to do it, I don't care, comes down to how you measure the gain versus the risk, the gain versus the loss. And a lot of people are not trained to fight their instincts because the pull of what feels good in the now is to them stronger than the awareness of future repercussions. And that is human. And because it doesn't come naturally, it is something that we have to train in ourselves constantly. So in those moments when temptation is irresistible, pushing you to do something that's self-serving and risky, try to take a step back and imagine that the worst consequence that your actions can have has already happened. Yes, your partner found out that you slept with somebody else. Your boss found out that you've been negotiating with the competition. You spend your only money left on a deposit when the market price is the highest. Or you've entered a new relationship without healing the triggers and wounds you discovered that you have in your last relationship. Now, deal with the consequences. Can you live with that? If yes, then go ahead, be human and make those mistakes. If not, try and be a stoic that by definition does not allow emotions to make decisions. For more on how to be a stoic, I will leave some resources in the description of the podcast. Now, this being said, I want to thank you again for taking the time to tune in and listen. Make sure to subscribe for more and share in the comments below any topics that you would love me to tackle in the next episodes. I'm Elisa, and until next time, remember, you have all the answers deep within. My mission is to take you there.